Good morning.
Good morning.
How you feeling today?
Good.
How's that scorpion in your belly?
Digested.
Digested already?
Yeah.
Good. Want to start some school?
Sure.
What do you want to start?
Math.
Let's do it. Good morning. We're getting a little bit of a late start today because last night was the market, and man was that fun. But it means that we didn't get to bed until about 11 o'clock, midnight, somewhere around there. So we're gonna try and make today productive. I'm guessing not as many hours in the school day today. The beauty of homeschool is that you can go to school 7 days a week. Now I know you might be thinking, that sounds horrible. You're not going for 7 hours, 7 days a week. But if you lose a few hours during the week, you can make them up on the weekend. You can make them up on when regular schools have holidays. It's a 24/7 holiday here in Thailand, so it doesn't really matter when we're doing our hours of school. I love it. What?
There's a big rip in your pants.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me film it.
It's right there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Apparently we had too much fun at the night market last night. Some of us start homework right away. Others do gym class first. You better do your reading when you come inside, you got it?
Okay.
Promise? Spelling?
I'll do reading first.
Reading first and then spelling?
Yeah.
All right. Have fun. Do your laps.
Right there. Look, right there. Right there on the side. Right there. Right there.
Oh, he's still alive. I saved him. I think it's a little easier if the kids wake up at different times and one's outside swimming, doing her laps, her exercise, one's doing math, one's sleeping. It means Mom and I are doing school kind of all day, but it's a lot easier to help people. And we're just hanging out anyways. We're in Thailand. There's no such thing as time. We're on permanent vacation.
Some justices have even served in other branches of the government.
What's a justice?
You mean justices?
Yeah.
A justice is the name of the Supreme Court people.
The Supreme Court judges?
Yes.
Good job. What do you learn about?
I'm learning about the government of the United States and government of other countries.
Explain how they do art.
So graffiti art from New York City. We were in Spain for a long time, so we focused on a lot of the Spanish artists. Pablo Picasso, Joan Moreau. When we were in Vietnam, they made pictures from Ha Long Bay. And then they've had a couple of free draws as well.
The hard one. 16, 17, 18.
Because I'm not
19?
19, good job. That's 3 more than 16.
I'm reading a book, my 4th book of the year, about a girl who is traveling to Vietnam with her family for the first time. to try to find her grandfather who got lost in the war. So she's figuring out all about Vietnam, and she's actually starting to like it.
So is it cool to read books about the countries you visited?
It's pretty cool to read about her being in Vietnam because a lot of the things she's referencing I've noticed, so I can connect to the story more and understand it. So
Cool.
yeah.
All right, so Megan is reading. Emily and Josie are doing math. And once the kids are done with something, we mark it off on their list. This is called our daily discipline. Now, it's not everything they do for school. It's just the things I like them to do every day. And this takes up about 3 hours of our school day, and then the other hours are spent on content areas like science or social studies. It's a little different for Megan because she's older and has to concentrate more on the content areas. And so, you know, actually this is probably a really good time to sit down and explain how we actually do homeschool. All right, tell the people what we're doing for homeschool.
Tell the people what we're doing for homeschool.
This is what we're doing for homeschool. Now, we're not going to bore you with all the details, but trust us when we say we have the curriculum laid out. We have exactly what they should be learning mixed in with where we're at and what we could be learning because of our travels. Now, just a basic overview. When we left the United States, we had residence in Kentucky. So that's the homeschool regulations that we're following. And according to the Kentucky regulations, you need to have a certain number of hours as well as a certain number of days, as well as a certain number of subjects. But that's where they left it off. You have to keep track of attendance, you have to keep track of your hours and days, and you have to keep track of some of the kids' schoolwork. Some days we only do 2 hours. Some days we do 7 hours. Some weeks we go for 7 days. It all adds up at the end of the month, and we keep track of it.
So the 5 subjects we do every single day are reading, writing, math, spelling, and Spanish.
Spanish because we're mostly traveling to Spanish-speaking countries. We're in Thailand now, so it doesn't really apply here. But after the new year, we're going to be in all Spanish-speaking countries for at least 5 to 6 months.
And in addition to that, we teach the kids science and social studies.
More of content areas.
Right.
Now, the 3 younger kids, that's mostly their schedule. For the older kid, Megan, she's in 7th grade, so it's a little bit different. She spends more time in the content areas than she does on the daily discipline.
Oh, we forgot Jim.
Physical education. And it's really easy to fit in because I don't like paying for cabs, so we walk everywhere.
And because we have a pool, the kids love to swim.
Bonus. Now, the hardest part is trying to figure out what to use in order to teach these subject areas. Social studies, for example, we know what they should be learning, but then we also apply it to where we're at. So we're able to teach cross-culturally, which is very cool.
And we threw in one more thing, religion.
Traveling around the world, we're experiencing all these different cultures and all these different religions, and we took it as an opportunity because they don't really get to learn about it in public school to teach them about all the world's religions. Very cool, and they actually get to see it in person.
And we learn it ourselves.
Awesome. Back to you, Zach. Stay on the left-hand side of the road. Let me explain what just happened. I was trying to film Megan, and so I was a little too close. So I wasn't paying attention, and I had to slam on my brakes and flew over the handlebars of my own bike. Caught myself, saved the camera, never hit the ground. And now we shall have lunch, peacefully. Today, we are trying fried rice with chicken. It's lunchtime, and one of the coolest parts about homeschool is that we can go out for lunch, we can take as many breaks as we want, and Megan and I found this cool little spot that is right next to the house, about 2 minutes away. All this stuff that's on the wall, is like $1.30 per plate. And it is so good. It's the perfect amount too. They cook it right back there in that little area. You see them cooking it, she has to cook one meal at a time. And so we try and order the same thing to be polite. It's really good though. Perfect for lunch. And of course, we bring to go for mom. Although I think I'm gonna learn my lesson and I'm not going to film while we're going home because I gotta carry this.
Some days are more fun than others. Sometimes we go out and about. Sometimes we stay home. No day looks the same.
And that's the beauty of homeschool, is that no day has to look the same. We don't have to sit in desks. We don't have to follow a strict schedule, but we do have to fulfill these requirements. So we take these opportunities, like when we're in Thailand, and we've done school every single day, 7 hours, right?
Yeah.
We've been doing lots of school, but that's because in Vietnam, we really couldn't get to a lot because we were constantly on the go. When we're in Cambodia, the first week we're in Cambodia, we're gonna be on the go. So this whole time we're in this house in Thailand with a pool in the front yard, it is perfect time to just buckle down and do a lot of school.
THE.
Okay, Emily, 9 times 6.
Yeah, bro!
This mixed number to an improper fraction. 2 and 2/6.
2 and 2/6. 14.
Over.
6.
Go! He is a boy in Spanish.
As un niño.
Go! Well, the sun is setting and school is still not over with. We took a long break in the middle of the day because it was so beautiful and everybody went swimming. And now we are back at it for the last couple hours.
Dot. Your mid sit on a mat.
Good job. Way to sound it out. What are you doing?
Your window.
What are you learning about? Spanish? What did that just say?
Please no.
Please no. Very good. Doing good.
Thailand has been the first country where we kind of fell into our groove. This is just an example of what one day looks like.
It's not the whole thing. It's not nearly everything we do in school or nearly everything we do during the day. But it's the general rhythm. So hopefully you got a feel for it.
And the kids love it. We are the coolest teachers.
We're the best teachers. They would have nothing bad to say about this at all.
Oh,
Everything
no.
is going perfectly and they love school. We don't
Never
have to.
any complaints.
Never any
No,
complaints.
it's
No,
wonderful.
never. These pants, on the other hand, they took a beating through this day, man.
Turn around. Are you kidding me? Did you go to lunch like that today?
I don't think it was this bad at lunch.
Zach.
Tiny said I gotta get rid of them. I guess if they go down the entire butt, I should get rid of them.